Ticks different when you're cornering the block. Daniel in the shadows watching hands on the clock.
Hey there, let's discuss how I pull my monthly numbers that I like to share. So, first, sign into your MLS. I personally use Flex MLS, so this may be different than a lot of people's. From there, I go to my menu, and I come down here to Statistics, Inventory, and Production. I leave it on the Summary Statistics. And here's where I have to start changing things immediately. So I only care about the residential side of things. I don't want a bunch of land and things like that to be throwing things off. And I also want to make sure not to have the leases in there messing with my numbers. Sub-property type, we're going to go with single family, cabin, sure, why not, condominium, okay, duplex, I'm okay with that. Farm, I'm okay with. Multifamily, okay. Quadplex, townhouse, definitely triplex. And that's going to pretty much take care of those. I'm sure some of those could be added or subtracted with very, very little change to the number. Now, my numbers, I specifically only do Alamance County. So I'm just going to go ahead, we're lucky, since it's alphabetical order, I can get there very quickly. And then I'm going to come on down here, and this is where I do have to change things out. Currently it's at member, and I need to switch it over to MLS, otherwise it's just going to pull my numbers, which will be not very accurate summary of what's happening over the entire county here. I'm going to hit next. And it builds out my nice little summary here that tells me how many houses have been sold and things like that over the last 30 days. I can also change that duration. So let's kind of go back for a second. I'm going to go ahead and save this PDF. And we'll just name that one June 2026 numbers. I'm going to hit back twice. It takes me back to this screen. And let's say I wanted what's happened over the last year instead. Let's go down here. We have this begin and end date. I'm actually going to do this two different ways. I'm going to grab this and switch it to 2025. That way I have last year's numbers. There's a method to my madness, kind of. And we're going to go ahead and print that one out as well. Save this PDF is done. I'm going to call that one June 2025 numbers. All right, back. And I'm also interested if we went from last year to today. That way we have kind of a what's happened over the last year. And we'll call that June, year to date, 2026. Save. Alright, so I have those three sets of statistics. What I'm going to do from there is I'm just going to go ahead and open up my chat GPT. And in my newsletter, give me just a second here. What I'm wanting to do is I have a page in my newsletter where I have the current month over month and 12 month change. my Alamance statistics here. So I'm going to start by just giving it last month's newsletter. The monthly statistics. Here are 3 reports from the MLS to get updated numbers. Please create a chart for Mesa. The numbers online. All right, and we're just gonna add. These 3 files that I got from the MLS. All right, and let's see what it ends up doing. Let's see, and we are missing the months of inventory, which I thought I've just calculated that before. Let me... Sometimes you have to have a little bit of a conversation with your GPT. There we go. See, it figured it out. All right. And let's see, we got a decrease, current 12 months. Yeah. So now we have what's up, what's down, and the whole 9 yards. I'm going to turn around and just kind of update. Come on. I'm just going to go through and update this manually. I'm sure there's another way I could do that, but I like to do it myself because then I'm paying closer attention to the numbers. So even though I'm not sitting there doing the math myself, at least I do know what's happening with the market. So yeah, in case anybody's interested, this is how I do the numbers. Depending on the area that you're doing, how you do yours, those numbers can be a little bit different. I am only pulling from one MLS, which can also vary those numbers, but I think consistency is probably the best. So whenever somebody asks like, oh, how did you get that number? You can say, well, from one MLS, specifically for this county, specifically these categories of properties and such. So I hope that helps out, and take care.